Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Thank you for all of the well wishes. Mama is getting much better. I'm still a little bit under the weather, but baby, here we are. Wait, hold on. Was that a little malfunction? Oh no, we don't do that on this show because I got my little nieces watching Mama out here. Voila. Oh yes, that will work. Bam. So it's come to my attention that we still have some Meghan'ites out here, the Duchess of Sussex haters, who are basically her biggest fan base. The irony. The irony. Anyway, needless to say, there have been a lot of comments in my comment section, and you know me, I'm not afraid. I will address everything. Yes, I will. Talking about Meghan is a yacht girl, that in actual fact that she was on a yacht with the former Prince Andrew. The audacity of you guys, that she was on a yacht with the former Prince Andrew, and she's a yacht girl. She's been out there, she's been about that life. You know, I checked. So I'm living and loving to say, guys, it's AI. You don't even care to do your research. You don't even care. Google is your friend. You can always check it out by yourself, but you run with it. You run with it because you hate her so badly that you want to go with the narrative. Not anymore. Not anymore, especially now that we've got social media. Especially now when majority, what do? They watch YouTube more than mainstream media, where they are controlled, by the way. And so we also have independents, such as my very good self, that is allowed to come out here and say exactly how I feel and stand up for somebody that I know is 100% innocent in this disastrous, macabre storyline, because you want to what? You want to differentiate from the now ousted former Prince Andrew and the like.
Prince Andrew was rude, arrogant, and boorish.
Prince Andrew was predominantly the one that would lose his temper at very small things. His attitude was such that he looked down upon all members of staff, not just police, maids, his own private secretaries, and so on and so forth. On this occasion, a female turned up, presented herself. We'd said to her, look, we're really sorry, we just need to get confirmation that someone's going to come and meet you, or that you are expected. And so she offered to phone Prince Andrew on her mobile, which she did. And she put it on loudspeaker so we could hear him. And he said, basically, put the officer on the phone. So she handed over to my colleague, and he said, listen to me, you fat lardy ass. If you don't let my guest in, I'm going to come down there. He was the most unpopular royal in the palace. Rude individual, obnoxious, and self-entitled. That's the real Prince Andrew.
It is still startling to me how you run after Meghan, how you do, and yet we have the Epstein files that show otherwise. It's amazing, because the last time I checked, Meghan Markle is not in the Epstein files. Last time I checked, Harry is not in the Epstein files. Last time I checked, Meghan has been minding her business, making her jams, taking care and raising her children, doing her thing.
Let's talk about receipts, numbers, and why certain corners of the internet are suddenly very quiet. Because Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, just did that. Meghan's lifestyle brand, as ever, appears to have sold close to 1 million units of her fruit spreads. Just her fruit spreads alone. And let me tell you, from personal experience, these fruit spreads are top-notch. So the actual inventory numbers were briefly visible on the website. It showed what was left in stock, and the math did the rest. Nearly 900,000 boxes sold. An estimate of £27 million, which is about $36 million, generated from fruit spreads and companion products. Fruit spreads, candles, honey, wine, all moving, all in demand. And let's address the noise that came before this. The claims about missing candle wicks. The stories about destroyed boxes and shipping. The whispers about returns and failures. That narrative circulated loudly, but the numbers shut it down completely. This is market demand in black and white. Economics 101, supply and demand. This is scalability. This is a brand that sold out in hours, expanded production, and required million-unit purchase orders within months of its launch. This part is for the derangers, the monarchists, the haters who've been waiting for years to see Meghan fail. You waited, you speculated, you predicted collapse. What showed up instead was a business pulling in tens of millions of dollars and proving something very simple. Meghan is marketable. Meghan is in demand. The Meghan effect is real. And that's the read. This is the Notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
I said it the other day and I'll say it again because that was her quote. They were willing to lie and protect other family members, but they were unwilling to tell the truth about Harry and I. And as far as I am concerned, that is my gripe because of all of the nonsense that she had to go through. Starting with what? Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan trashed her every opportunity he got. And I feel that it was a personal thing because you guys had a drink together. You might have thought or hoping that it would be so much more. And then she ghosted you. The next time you were to see her, she was in the clutches and arms of Prince William. And that kind of sort of rubbed you up the wrong way. And you went on and on and on and on and on and on. It was unbelievable. I have never seen a man, a gentleman, to go after another woman in that way unless you were sleeping with her, unless she took your children away from you. But that was what I saw.
This video is calling out Piers Morgan, so if you're a Piers Morgan fan who can't tolerate criticism, please scroll. Now, some of you will have seen my little joke about how the British media has been disproportionately focusing their attacks on Meghan Markle for years when Prince Andrew was right there. And nobody was more guilty of this than my old pal Piers Morgan. He's blocked me now for reasons which I'll get into another video, but we actually went into this back and forth back in the day, and that conversation has aged beautifully. Because here's me calling Piers Morgan out for his failure to call out Andrew for his behaviour, saying, haven't seen Piers Morgan tweet about Prince Andrew yet, must be difficult to find some way to blame Harry and Meghan for this one. And Piers Morgan responded saying, hi Femi, here's my column on Prince Andrew, it doesn't mention the Sussexes, sorry this makes your Piers Morgan only criticises black royals narrative look like a dumb lazy lie. To which I responded, I'm so glad that you think the evils of Prince Andrew have finally gotten as bad as Meghan Markle. To which Piers Morgan responded, this is my 5th heavily critical article about the Andrew Epstein scandal. You just didn't notice the others because he's white. And so I found all the articles that Piers Morgan had written criticising Harry and Meghan just that year, totaling up to, what is that, 12 plus 2, 14 in 12 months. So I said, so aiding and abetting the sex trafficking of children, that gets you 5 whole columns, but being slightly too woke for Piers Morgan, that gets you how many? Oh, and by the way, Piers Morgan effectively tried to threaten me. Told me to delete that on the basis of he hadn't been charged with anything. And this is the guy he was protecting. So yes, for those of you who didn't quite understand the joke that I was making here, look no further than this mouldy mountain of misogynoir.
And there were others out here talking about, let us drag her through the streets of London undressed. But we have the former Prince Andrew out here in these streets because you hushed it up, because you covered it up, because you used Meghan as the sacrificial lamb. You know what? Let's use her. She black, or at least she's half black. And we know how we treat blacks in this country. You can't even go to the BAFTAs without having somebody who is not protected and has Tourette's to run out there and say the N-word. And then on top of that, we will have the BBC, and then we will also have BAFTAs who will not protect their stars that came all the way from America. We will not have them to protect them, to say they don't deserve that. Then, as if that's not bad enough, we had Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers spoke up and said, edit that N-word out. They did not. But Free Palestine, oh, boom, 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 boom. It was taken all out. And you want Meghan to stay here. At the time I wanted her to stay. I see why she had to leave with alacrity. And then you come out here with the Epstein files talking about, oh, she was on the boat with a bunch of girls with the former Prince Andrew, Mountbatten, Windsor. I am always ticked off when it will come to the Duchess of Sussex. Do you know why? It's not because she's a duchess. It's not because she married Prince Harry. It's not even that she came here to say, let me try and be a princess. That's another thing. It's not because she's black. It's because it was wrong. There are two types of wrong for me. If you lie about yourself, that's on you. I don't mind. But you see, when you lie on somebody else, it takes me to another place and space where it gives me sleepless nights, and I cannot, no matter how much I toss and turn, no matter how much I try to justify it, no matter how hard I try, I'm troubled. Because you have because you have another person's life in your hands, and your decision can change the trajectory of that person's life. And I just have my conscience speaks to me. My conscience will not allow me, it won't allow me to say whatever. Karma is real. For all of you Meghan haters, liars that want to change the narrative, that feel as if, well, I've come this far, I guess I'll just have to keep on going. Think about what you're doing to other people, other people's lives, to the mental health. Think about it, and I will say it in every single episode. Tell me what she did. Just tell me what she did. Not what you heard, but what you know categorically that she did. A lot of you come out, oh, look at how she isolated her family. What family? The father that betrayed her, the father that sold her to the papers, the father that she still checked up on and said, how are we doing with the amputated leg, and the half brother who spewed so much hate and disarray that nobody would even suggest for her to go and see him while he's there. I suggested it. I said, go and see him. Not there, but see him when you can. Even with that, make sure that you're safe. You're safe first, Meghan, because you've got your children. Your children come first. Your husband comes first. That's your nuclear family. The family that you came from, they are not your nuclear family. It's in the Bible. Get up and build your own. And that's what Meghan has done. And still you will not give her peace. Why? Why? Because you're so perfect? Please open up your own skeleton. What comes down your family tree? I am just about integrity. I am about ethics, principles, scruples. I'm about the truth. If it is about another human being, and I know, Fumi, that you are part and parcel of changing this person's trajectory, don't be afraid. Be brave and speak the truth. And I will always speak the truth about Meghan Markle, because her crime was to fall in love and marry Harry. That was it. What a shame on all of you all. Yes, please unsubscribe. I don't even want you here looking at me. I don't care. I really don't care. I will still hit my 1 million followers one way or the other. But I don't need you here coming to come and tell me that she was on a yacht, that she's a yacht girl, that she was this, that she was that, when you have no backup, you have no proof but an AI picture. Come on now. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button for my Sussex squad, my babies. I live and love you, and I'll see you. What? I'll see you sooner than later. I'm going for a lunch. I'm going for a lunch. It's sunny outside, so I'm going out to celebrate. I live and love you. Kiss, kiss. Bye bye.
Guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking